Welcome to the Tarantula Collective. My name is Richard, and if you enjoy videos like this, as well as species-specific care and husbandry videos, then be sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted anytime I upload a new video. Now recently, I've been converting some of my tarantula enclosures into bioactive setups, mainly for my Theraphosa species. And while researching it, I came across this cool company called the Biodude. Now, in addition to tarantulas, I also keep a few reptiles. And in my collection, I have a day gecko that really needed a whole new setup. So I went to the Biodude's website and ordered their day gecko bioactive package. It came with everything that I needed to get this bioactive setup. Now, they didn't sponsor the video, they didn't send this to me for free or pay me to do this review or anything like that. I purchased this without them knowing beforehand and wanted to film an unboxing video so you guys know exactly what to expect. Now, they have these bioactive packages not just for reptiles. There were species-specific setups for tarantulas as well. I'll leave a referral link down below in the description of this video for their website. In addition to this package coming from Biodude, I also ordered some springtails and a few other things from a company called Rainbow Mealworms. So I'll show that unboxing as well. Now, I just got this package in the mail from the Biodude. It is a bioactive setup. My first attempt ever at a bioactive setup was for my day gecko, and it didn't turn out too well. The only person to blame was me. I did a lot of things wrong. The main thing is I didn't give it enough light and really the right type of light for the plants to flourish. But since then, I've learned a lot of lessons, and I've set up 5 other bioactive enclosures for my Theraphosa species, and they're all thriving. So I want to take the lessons that I learned and apply it to this new setup. And even though this is for a day gecko, it'll work very well for any arboreal species. One of the cool things about the Biodude is he has species-specific bioactive setups. So whatever tarantula or reptile or amphibian that you're wanting to get up and running in a bioactive enclosure, you can go to their website, check it out, and they've got a setup for almost any species that you could think of. So today we're going to be focusing on the day gecko setup, but the basic setup for this will be very similar to any kind of tarantula or other reptile setup that you'll want to build in the future. So let's get this thing open. Now, this knife is very cool. I got it from a subscriber who also follows me on Instagram. You can check out his Instagram account right here. I'll leave it below, but it's Gecko. They make all kinds of handmade knives. He and his friend made this one in particular. It is extremely sharp, works very well, and today we're going to use it to open up this box. All right, so first up, we've got a bag full of some instructions. Looks like there's some BioShot, a couple of monkey pods, and I'm not sure what those are. We'll check that out in a minute. Looks like we've got the plant here. Be looking like chicken gravy in my vision. Hazy, know they hungry and hideous. Man, this knife is sharp. Go fill up a stash. I'm on a mission. My palm just be itching, man. I can't even hold you. Oh, we got a beautiful plant here. Probably ready for some water. These rappers been stealing the sauce. Now we got a big white box. See what's inside. Oh, this is the light. Comes with a Biodude grow light. So it looks like a power cable. It got everything we need here. Awesome, we got a nice little bamboo stick. That's pretty cool. Some biodegradables. Looks like this is some kind of moss. Oh, that is a beautiful piece of cork bark. I'm gonna enjoy this piece of cork bark. That is, that's nice. It's got a couple of, so it's got 3 different entrances, some cool knots. We got some mesh screen for the bioactive enclosure. Separate the 2 layers. Some more biodegradables. Looks like we've got a bunch of leaf litter and stuff like that. Got some terrafauna, bioactive substrate, handcrafted for rainforest dwelling reptiles such as day geckos. We've got some hydrogrow. Treat as a base layer for the terraflora or terrafauna and place a substrate barrier on top. So that is nice. Oh, they wrote a nice little note. It says, thanks, the dude. Oh, nice. They threw in a couple of free monkey pods and palm heads for me, as well as some bamboo. Well, thank you guys. That is very awesome. And we got that bioactive shot there for 6 quarts. And we've got instructions, some more information on tropical plant care and the bioactive organisms. Oh, nice. Some monkey pods. Those will come in pretty handy. Make nice little water dishes. And these must be the palm head sea pods. seed pods. All right, so let's get to building this enclosure. So I'm gonna clear off this table, bring up the enclosure, and we'll get to going. So I've got my 12 by 12 by 18 Exoterra right here, ready to go. And according to the instructions, all we need to do is drop in the Hydra Grow. Oh, that was almost a mess.
Fit in all of my fitness. I've been all in my bag. You been all in my business. You be all in your feelings. I've been all in them trenches. I've been all in my.
All right, now it says to place the screen protector over the Hydra Grow.
Flexing. Fit in all of my fitness.
Well, I think I see what the problem is. Apparently this was cut to fit without the foam background in. I don't really need it, but I kind of like the way it looks. So I think I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna keep the background. My Gecko seems to enjoy it. It's always hanging on to it and climbing around on it. We're gonna leave it. All right. Now it says to open up the bags of Terrafauna and dump 2 cups of water into each bag. Evenly distribute water throughout the bag. Dump contents of Terrafauna on top of the Hydra Grow or screen if being used and distribute. I was a little worried that because I decided to keep the foam back that it was just going to be overflowing, but it kind of fits perfectly. And that's more than just substrate. Like I'm not sure what all's in there, no ingredients, but there's like little pieces of wood in there, and there's looks like there's cocoa fiber and some dirt. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in there. It looks very natural, very cool looking, very aesthetically pleasing, as well as obviously very functional. All right, let's check out the next step. It says to dump contents of the dude's BioShot into your Terrafauna and mix thoroughly. I feel like that was pretty thorough. Now it says mixing in the dude's biodegradables such as the AAA spag moss and leaf litter will slowly decompose and be broken down by the dude's revolutionary BioShot to create organic nutrition for your soils and plants. It is recommended to have the AAA spag be wet but not dripping when utilized in your Terrafauna bioactive terrarium. All right, we're gonna save some of this for later. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but and we still gotta get that leaf litter in there. Beginning to think maybe there's not going to be enough room. Lost a lot of real estate keeping that foam back. This is the cork bark we're going to be using. It has 1 hole on this side, 2 on this side, and I know geckos, at least my gecko, really likes diving into these little holes and stuff to hide when it's startled. So I'm going to have both of these facing up, and we'll just have the 1 hole on the bottom. Now another issue I'm finding is I had already pre-installed this little mushroom ledge from the last setup, and it's siliconed in there, so it's not going anywhere. So I gotta kind of work around it with this stuff.
Common conundrum of man. Good people question if there is one. Well, bad is soon good. Disregard the...
It says here on the Tropical Care Guide, once you unwrap the plants, to go ahead and wash the root and base and excess soil off the roots, and dechlorinated water is best. And we're gonna stick this right up here in the front. I think that would do well here.
Well, I guess I'll never know.
All right, that's looking nice. I'm digging it. Got these nice monkey pods here, so I think we'll put one of these down here on the bottom.
Well, I guess I'll never know. Lest I trust you with my soul.
All right, so I think everything is set up. It's looking pretty nice, pretty awesome.
But see, I'm so good at hiding it. So good at hiding it. I don't think I need to shine a light on it. I think my heart probably better off with this little bitty box where the sun don't shine and you can't see all its scars. See, it's a dark, dark world when your lights turned off and a chance don't feel worth taking anymore. Yeah, I'm so walled off that my walls got walls. So if you jump on defense, you end up in a hole. But if I fall, would you catch me? Or would you let me go? Well, I guess I'll never know. Lest I trust you with my soul.
All right, I just got this package in the mail from Rainbow Mealworms.
No.
Got my trusty Gecko knife.
I can't trust you with my
Awesome, we got a cool little Rainbow Mealworm magnet. Needed some more springtails. My colony was getting a little down there, and it was going to take them a while to kind of get their numbers back up, so I thought I'd supplement them a little bit. Oh yeah, look at these beauties. I got some dubia roaches, some males and females. Look at the size of those guys.
Even start to look a lot more like your guy.
And this one I was really excited for. This is my vinegaroon.
My man got me thinking
Oh no, it's on its back.
I wonder if I is one.
And you're all covered in substrate. Poor little guy. All right, so we got the lid on. Everything is set up, and let's check out this light.
Me and Pops are quite similar, and that got me
That's
scared.
nice. We've got a T5 8 watts 6400K. Oh, it looks like you can actually link them with other lights. That's pretty handy. Fits perfectly on the lid of this enclosure. I think I'm going to keep mine probably up here near the front. And we'll have the heat light back there. I think we'll be all right. Don't you dare. There you go. Now I'm just gonna let him come out on his own. I guess I should say her. I'm gonna let her come out on her own. She's already dropped an egg, so I can be pretty sure of the sex.
Is and will be all at once. See the truth, don't hide from others' love. Bask inside that alarm clock, but we metaphysical. I alone am 10 people on the blunt. It's a physical. You're always dying and your death has yet to come. Open your eyelids. Swear outside of this lucid dream will come a silence. So keep dreaming, babies, and stay woke. But keep scheming, babies. Oh, it's a tidal wave of iPads and an alt-right pirate with an eye patch. Now, so far, my day gecko seems to really enjoy this enclosure. The plant they sent me is thriving. It's doing really well. I also ordered some isopods from Isopod Source and put those in there. And the bioactive setup seems to be working out phenomenally. I'm very happy with this purchase. And it was cool that I had some leftover leaves and sphagnum moss to use in my other enclosures. Now, as time goes on, I'm sure I will keep you updated on how this enclosure is working out and how my day gecko is doing. So be sure to stay tuned for those videos. Well, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, be sure to hit that like button. It means a lot to me. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date on everything that's going on here in the Tarantula Collective between videos, then consider following me on Instagram at the Tarantula Collective, and I'm also on Twitter as well. If you want to catch up on all the past episodes of Tarantula Tuesday, just click on this playlist right here. And if you want to see my other unboxing videos, just click on this playlist right here. If you don't got time for that, that's totally cool, because I will see you next Tuesday.
I been all in my bag, you be all in my business. Know they notice me flexing, fit in all of my fitness. My chain dance on my head big.